Africa is a magnificent continent with plenty of natural resources, raw materials, precious metals, and lush soil. Despite its abundant natural resources, numerous African countries are amongst the poorest in the world, with a considerable proportion of the people living in poverty. Africa's economic growth varies greatly from country to country and region to region, with differences ranging from culture to trade to historical development, international ties, and major resources. So in this video, we're going to discuss top 10 richest countries in Africa. You definitely won't expect this, so make sure you watch to the end. Number 10. Nigeria, $514.05 billion GDP. With a GDP of $514.05 billion, Nigeria is rated as the richest country in Africa. The economy is classified as mixed and an emerging market. According to the World Bank, they managed to reach the low middle income level. Nigeria has the highest GDP in Africa, as well as the largest population. Nigeria is a powerhouse of economy and development compared to its neighbors. With an abundance of natural resources, some of the country's largest exports include oil, cocoa, and rubber. In fact, Nigeria is Africa's largest supplier of crude oil, not to mention the rich agriculture sector that is responsible for 18% of the country's GDP and almost a third of employment. Nigeria is currently among the top 30 in relation to world GDP. Number 9. Egypt, $394.28 billion GDP. For many years, this ancient area in northern Africa held the title of Africa's richest country. The economy, on the other hand, was seriously harmed, and foreign exchange reserves plummeted as a result of the Arab uprising in 2011. Egypt is presently the second richest country on the planet, with a recent GDP of over $394 billion. Over the recent decade, economic activity has increased and stabilized, resulting in a good economic growth. The government and the IMF recently completed an economic reform package aimed at improving and strengthening the economy. In 2019, real GDP growth increased to 5.6%, up from 5.3% in 2018. Unemployment has decreased in the country, and the economy has improved. Petroleum and natural gas exports, tourism, wholesale and retail trade, construction and real estate are all important aspects of the Egyptian economy. In recent years, the state's economy has shifted away from raw materials exports, with service-based employment accounting for more than half of the GDP. Number 8. South Africa, $329.53 billion GDP. South Africa's economy is dominated by mining, with gold being the most valuable export commodity. Agriculture accounts for only 2.3% of the country's GDP and has an annual growth rate of 1.7%. The country has a larger industrial sector which contributes 23.42% to its GDP, but also includes the largest oil company in sub-Saharan Africa, Sasol, and the world's second largest platinum miner, AngloGold Ashanti. Although the country has enjoyed strong economic growth in recent years, poverty remains a serious problem. About 30% of the population lives below the poverty line. Number 7. Algeria, $151.46 billion GDP. Algeria, officially the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, is one of the richest countries in Africa. The country has abundant natural resources, including oil, gas, solar energy, iron, zinc, lead, silicon, and helium. In gas production and exportation, Algeria ranks among the world's proven gas resources, and its GDP is $151.46 billion. Currently, their population is 43.85 million, and the country is faced with external challenges. Number 6. Morocco, $124 billion GDP. Morocco is another significant economy in the northern region of Africa. As an endowed territory, Morocco is best known for its massive production of phosphates, the primary source of fertilizers, animal feeds, and pesticides. Apart from the benefits the country reaps from its massive deposits of phosphates, there are other significant sectors that fortify the Moroccan economy. Meanwhile, these sectors are clothing, agriculture, aerospace, textile industry, tourism, and the automotive industry. Morocco's GDP is composed of 30% industry, 15% agriculture, and 55% services. This is aided by the developing tourism industry, with inhabitants welcoming visitors and the government focusing heavily on attracting tourists to the country's well-known attractions. Considering the rate at which foreign investors have begun to flood its territory in order to establish their investments, Morocco has been regarded as one of the best African countries in terms of investment. The country has garnered substantial benefits from its diversified exports, which include, among other things, electrical equipment, automobiles, and car parts. Furthermore, the telecom and textile industries make major contributions to the economy. Number 5. Kenya, $114.68 billion GDP. Kenya, a country in East Africa well known for its vast landscapes and wildlife, is next on Africa's richest country list, having a GDP of over $100 billion. The nation, with its stable living conditions and established coffee and tea sector and rapidly growing agriculture sector, is the wealthiest in Southeast and Central Africa. Historically, its coastline has been home to a number of strategic ports for Asian and Arabian traders for centuries, becoming a trade hub for the region. The Kenyan nation has emerged as one of the fastest-growing economies in sub-Saharan Africa, growing GDP by 5.7% in 2019. This is a result of investor confidence, a stable political climate and service sector, a good macroeconomic environment, and a clear business agenda. The industrial sector contributes almost 50% of the GDP. The agriculture sector contributes 35% of the GDP, with the main products being coffee, tea, and maize. Fast growth was also experienced in the tourism, financial services, and technology industries, while petroleum comprises a significant part of its foreign exchange. Number 4. Ghana, $74.26 billion GDP. Ghana's economy is broad and resource-rich, with a GDP of $74 billion. It's one of the wealthiest countries on the African continent. Due to its overall favorable business environment, the country has attracted international investment and has grown at a rate of just over 6% during the last 2 years. Services account for almost half of Ghana's GDP and employ nearly a third of the country's workforce. With little under 25% of GDP, the industry is the second largest contributor, followed by agriculture. Ghana has a rich natural resource base, which has aided the country's economic development. Gold is the country's main export. Following that comes petroleum, which accounts for half of the country's foreign exchange. Other notable exports include cocoa beans, lumber, and gold. Number 3. Ivory Coast, $70.99 billion GDP. Ivory Coast is Africa's richest country. It's also the fastest-growing economy in Africa, adding 1.8% per year. Ivory Coast is the top destination for Chinese tourists in West Africa and is expected to overtake Nigeria to become the leading tourist destination in the continent by 2015. Its largest city, Abidjan, has the highest GDP per capita in sub-Saharan Africa and has attracted several Fortune 500 companies to its free trade zone. Number 2. Angola, $66.49 billion GDP. Angola is still plagued by a 27-year civil war that began immediately after gaining independence from Portugal in 1975 before finally ending in 2002. But the country's economy recovered considerably in the post-war years and today is considered one of the fastest-growing countries in the world, despite recent struggles with the global oil market. Though Angola is among the least developed country with a population of 32.87 million, it's still rich in mineral resources. Number 1. Namibia, $13.019 billion GDP. Namibia depends mostly on South Africa for trading, and it's one of the fastest developing countries in Africa. Agriculture is the backbone of their revenue, although manufacturing and tourism contribute a whole lot too. Namibia is a Commonwealth country that has imputed a lot of government revenue into amenities provision and general development. Global statistics about mineral production reveal that Namibia constitutes the world's biggest producer of uranium. Meanwhile, the Namibian government earns the lion's share of its revenue from mineral extraction and exportation. Let us know your opinion about Africa's future in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video.